Whoa, g'day guys!
We're at the top of Mount Cole.
Now you wouldn't believe what it took for us to get up here.
Holy hell.
Oh no.
Everywhere I go, all I hear is fuck jump up.
In this episode, we are back at Mount Cole and Jonno is back for redemption on the power lines. Broken winches, rock crawling, and the good old pub truck doing what it does best. I've got a lot to pack into this video, so let's get into it. It's a sunny Sunday morning here in Victoria, and today we are rolling into Mount Cole. Behind me, I've got Jonno in his big D-Max and Timmy, who's currently over from Tasmania. Heading on into the mountain, our plan is to get stuck straight into some four-wheel driving and hopefully some hard tracks. So we're down here today at Mount Cole. What's the go, Jonno? We're back.
We're back for redemption. How long ago were we here? A month ago?
So we were here about 4 weeks ago, and we're here again. We've got a new guest.
So
we've ditched Tyler.
Well, we had one from the north, and now we've actually plucked one out of the south.
We got big Timmy down here with us today. I'll introduce you to him in a second. Timmy was in Victoria. Well, he's actually passing through. He's been up New South. He hit me up when he was coming over to Australia.
Yeah.
From Tassie.
Coming overseas.
And asked if I want to go wheel, and I'm like, oh yeah. So we saved today. This is a day trip, and rang up Jonno. I'm like, where do you reckon we should go? And he's like, I want redemption.
I want redemption. I want that track. You would have seen it last
full driving episode.
Last full driving episode. So this is going to be a sequel to you see me complaining about my winch not working and me not being able to drive a track, and now I'm driving it.
In front of us here is that really bad hill. Jonno actually said no. He turned around. He actually said no.
So go back and look. If you haven't actually seen, I'm sure everyone's seen the last episode, but otherwise go back, see my reaction the first time, and then see if I can back it up on this one. I'm not one to do a U-turn on a track. I don't like to be defeated, but it's that crossover up there is a committing line.
So basically in the last episode, we done the whole track minus this one section. So today, Jonno, I don't even know if I want to do it. I always said I'd never take this car up it because it's pretty dangerous.
Well, the good thing is at least this time you've come prepared. You've taken the canopy off. The touring setup's gone. So you're at least in a better position now.
That's right. I've come a bit more prepared. But anyway, we'll go for a walk around. So I'm in the pub truck today. Got my naughty wheels on. Jonno's here in the big D-Max.
Also with the naughty wheels. And
we've got Timmy here. Timmy!
What's going on?
Wow!
Beautiful day for it, mate.
Yeah, it is actually a very nice day.
Yeah.
This is not the normal to have weather like this here, but
Nah, it's beautiful. It was fresh this morning, but it looks like it's going to be a nice day for the rest of it, at least.
so Timmy's only got the 1 day spare.
Yeah.
So he thought he'd just come and do the hardest track we could find.
Bloody oath. Boat
for the 1 day.
night.
Boat tomorrow night back to out of Australia, deporting back to Tassie.
Back to my little island. I'm an island boy.
So for those of you that don't know Timmy has a heart. Or it's actually not has a heart, is it? It's Timmy has heart. But he does have a heart.
Yeah.
And he does have a YouTube channel as well. And he's just been over here in Australia filming a bunch of videos. So go and check out his channel. Recently had a few dramas. What happened, Timmy?
I might have chose a bad line and binned it on one of the first tracks in the Watto.
So he's got a bit of a dent in his roof up here. It was a really bad dent, but he's took to it with a porta power and managed to fix it enough to get him home, and lucky it wasn't structural, eh?
Nah, that's exactly right.
So,
just push out with the day on the porta power and the welder, get some spot welds done back up. Got a windscreen back in it, got me back on the trip, so.
Laughing. Also, with us today, we have got bush lettuce.
What's going on?
You may remember bush lettuce from the Cape York trip. He's Jonno's winch bitch. And we got Fizzy here today.
The winch bitch.
Fizzy's my winch bitch, or he's going to be holding the camera, one or the other. Well, both of these boys will. It's a weekend, so these boys will just come basically for the fun of it. Yeah, why not? Give them something to do.
Better than sitting on the couch.
See Timmy roll his car again. Whoa, got my new tough terrain tire deflator here. What are you doing there, Jonno?
Oh, mate, just taking a...
Mate, what is that? Put that rubbish away.
I've actually seen this quick connect and I'm interested.
So it's got the same little connector on it as my multi deflators. Jonno's got rapid valves in there. Go and let mine down. And just in case you forgot, Outback Equipment are a major sponsor of this channel, and if you do want to purchase anything from their website, make sure you use my discount code Pooly5. Today I am airing down to single digits, and I'd say so are the other boys.
He's already stuck.
So Jonno's just mucking around with his winch, making sure it's not all tangled up. Don't have that problem with the rumba, eh, Fizzy? It's always ready to go.
That's it.
Bloody these blokes with their fancy winches.
Fancy high mount winches. Don't need that out in the bush.
Where we're going, we're probably going to need that, Fizzy.
Nah, if I had the courier, I wouldn't.
Here he comes, the Techno Viking. What do you reckon, Fizz? You've been here before, you've seen this track, haven't you?
Oh, a fair while ago. I haven't seen it for a while.
And what are your thoughts on it?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't bring the courier up here anyway.
Definitely not a courier-approved track. They said that I would never drive it in this ute. I only wanted to do it in a car with a roll cage, but then, I don't know. I'll see how the other cars go up, but it's always one of those things where I didn't want to ever drive it because I was always on my own. But if you're with some other people, you've got good spotters, and if their cars don't struggle, then I'll be fine. So I'll just play by ear and see how they go. Looks pretty dry today, but there is a bit of water laying around on the track.
Timmy would be happy, a bit of mud all there.
Yeah, Timmy feel like he's back in Tassie. Only a short little drive, and we're staring at it. So we've walked, well, not even probably halfway up the hill, and we're all knackered. You can probably see how steep it is in the background of this, but
Feels like we're standing on a cliff. I reckon I could spit on my car from here.
Can you tell the trees, like the direction the trees are standing compared to the hill?
Face it that way.
it's very steep. Everyone always says it's hard to see how steep it is on camera, but this is like dramatically like steep. Like
It's hard to gauge the ground level of moisture too. Like, as in, it looks grippy, but you don't know what tyres are going to do as soon as you take that top layer off.
I feel like this is one of the steepest tracks I've ever walked up. Like, I've walked up ones this steep, but they only go for a few metres this steep.
Yeah.
Whereas this is steep from where the cars are to as far as you can see up there. It doesn't sort of change. It's straight up.
Well, it doesn't even look steep where the cars are, but I've had to wedge my car in a rut to try and stop it from actually
Look at
rolling.
me. I'm parked sideways so it doesn't roll away because my handbrake's not good enough. So what's the plan, Jonno? You want to send it up?
Yeah, we're sending it up.
Me and Timmy's like, he doesn't know if it's worth even doing, and I'm like, I don't really want to do it.
It's a committing drive. Like, you got to be, there's no turning around. Like, once you get up, like, any further than where we are now, you're not doing a U-turn. Like,
That's right, and you're not reversing back down it either. And
Nah.
like, once you start like falling in these ruts and getting all off camber and stuff, and you're like pointing downhill, and I don't think the car's going to instantly tip over. I don't think that's the problem. I think it's just going to feel like you're going to roll most of the drive.
It's just, it's just a torque lift. It's like, there's just a couple, like, there's a rock up further that's just perfect torque lift territory. And with the auto, it's not too bad. You've got half control, but in a manual where you've just got to be, sidestepping the clutch and committing to it.
That's right.
Even to get through just some of these deeper ruts, I'll probably just have to winch just because of the diffs, but we're probably going to find out pretty shortly.
This is a gimbal, so whatever that you're seeing right now is the real deal. So this is I'm standing in the middle of the crossover too. This is the bit where you got to go sideways. What do you reckon, Bush Lettuce? You're a comp truck guy.
A bit like the Monash, actually. Nah, she's definitely got some steepness to it.
And that's enough talking about it. It's time for Jonno to send it up.
And put your name to shame, cover up your face. You can't run the race, the pace is too fast, it just won't last. You love the way I look at you, while taking pleasure in the awful things you put me through. You take away if I give in. My life, my pride is broken.
Jonno has now reached the crossover and he's got bush lettuce spotting him up on the hill, telling him where to go, and he's still a little bit hesitant. This is not a part of the track that you want to muck up, so you got to put a lot of trust in your spotter. The line that Bush has picked for him is trying to avoid these ruts on the right. The only problem is, not only is this steep, but he's also on one hell of an off-camber lean. Now, this doesn't happen very often, but even Jonno is concerned at this point.
Going to come down.
This is one hell of an angle to be on in a four-wheel drive. Especially when it's a long way to the bottom and you don't have a roll cage.
Is the front going to come down? The back's about to drop in though, it's going to...
At this point, Jonno is putting all of his trust in bush lettuce that he doesn't roll the car.
The back's just on a little rock now, it'll actually come up for a second.
And finally, Jonno is up the crossover. Although it's still steep here, it's not off camber, so much easier going, but he's still got a long way to go.
Just resetting cameras.
I think I need to be up in that right line.
You'll stay in the right the whole way if you want to do that.
You just go almost straight, just a little bit of right, you cross over.
Is this going to drop in though, bad?
And with a nice steady drive, he makes it through.
What do you reckon, Jonno?
Oh, she's fucking 5.5 so far.
It's steep, isn't it?
Oh, it's like the feeling, I'm pretty confident, I'm pretty comfortable in this car, but just the feeling of not knowing, because it's so steep, I can't see over the bonnet to actually see what's going on. So just trusting the spotter and just hoping for the best. It's not nice.
Well, you're nearly to the top, so you must have done something right. On your bush lettuce.
He's on the home stretch now. Let's see if he can make it to the top.
Alright, so that's the Powerlines track now complete for me. So as you probably would have seen last episode, we got to this hill and I don't know, it didn't look drivable without the winch. I brought Bush Lettuce with me, who I do a lot of wheeling with, and he's got some winch truck experience, so he's got an eye for these kind of tracks. And yeah, I just trusted him, knew he knew where the car could go, and yeah, we managed to drive it without the winch. That felt awesome. Car performed unreal, so absolute blast. I love this place. This is the view. It's absolutely unreal. Like this is on a GoPro, so it's not really going to do much justice for it. There's going to be a lot of other clips that will, but yeah, it's unreal how fast you climb. Like, we'd have to be 100 meters up from where we were down there, and we've only done 200 meters. Like, it's steep.
What do you reckon, Tim?
Yeah, we'll do it later.
Yeah, we'll come back.
We'll circle back to it.
It's lunchtime, so
Yeah.
we couldn't do it.
Probably won't have time to film it.
No.
I've got the boat tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. He's got to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've actually got to be at I've got dinner at KFC tonight with
Oh,
Jess.
yeah.
I don't want to miss it. And
We'll go and find something harder.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Fizzy, and he's in passenger seat with me, and he's got you got a doctor's appointment or something, don't you? In 1 hour.
12:30.
Yeah, so I would we would have loved to do it, but
Brothers,
yeah,
funeral.
just their mate, my cousin's brother's mate, his pet goldfish died, so I've got to go to the funeral.
Oh, yeah.
So, and that's tomorrow, and I don't want to be late tonight because I don't want to be tired for it. So,
Nah.
so we just booted it down to the bottom of the mountain.
So what's this, Chinaman's camp?
Chinaman's campground. It's just down the bottom. Thought we'd boot it down the bottom, and then we'll take a couple of tracks to get us back up. But this one's actually pretty fun. We're going to do telegraph or telephone, whatever it's called, something like that.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that, boot it around, come back to Ridge Track.
Yeah.
We'll take Ridge Track up, Green Range, and then that'll take us up to the tower. And then we can shoot back down towards Beaufort and go to the pub. What do you reckon, Timmy?
Get into her. What are you talking about?
All right, Tim, you lead the way.
Where are we going?
3 hours later.
So, a bit of a change in plans.
Yeah.
It's now, what is it, 2 in the afternoon?
Yeah, we still haven't gone
We still haven't gone wheeling.
No.
We've, we went to Telegraph Track and it was closed. Seasonal closed, right? That was all right. We had a bit of a walk up it and it was graded.
Yeah.
So that's gone. That track's done. So I was like, nah, it's all good. I've got another track on the other side of this hill. So we went to Sugarloaf. It was graded. So they were like, nah, all sweet. I'll take the boys to Ridge Track. That's on the way back. So we went to Ridge Track. Graded. And next option was Green Range. And it's not graded. We're assuming, you look around all the trees, this whole joint got burnt. So either they've gone through and graded the tracks while the fires were happening to try and help maintain, and they're not grading the tracks to piss us off.
Yeah.
They're probably trying to save people's houses and stuff. It's
We'd like to know if you actually work for forestry or someone. If you know, put it in the comments. Let us know so we actually know.
maybe they've seen it as an opportunity and gone this is our chance to do some maintenance on the bush.
Yeah.
Grade the tracks. We were talking about it. Some of these tracks that are graded, they're so steep that it only take a few good rains.
Oh yeah.
And they'll be fun again. They'll come back.
All the tracks run up natural gutters, so it won't take long for the rain to screw it back out.
Now. So anyway, we're going to send it up Green Range, and then we'll continue on to the next track and see if it's graded.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think of my handbrake, Timmy?
Yeah. Nice. Where'd you get that from?
Mount Cole.
Cold.
So it looks like there's a few trees across the track here, but there's an alternative route around here. So Timmy reckons he wants to sacrifice the patrol. These boys have all... Yeah, people have already done it.
Yeah.
It looks like a bit of fun.
It does look like a bit of fun.
Bloody rock packing again, Jonno, with those big arms of yours.
Hello, people. We're live.
It's like making his own line here. No spotter, no worries. Yeah, Tim's rock again.
Timmy has accidentally pushed a big rock into the middle of the track, so that'll make it interesting for the rest of us.
Uncle Timmy here has come to a stop.
Come around this side.
He's diffed out on a big rock. You nearly got it. Lucky you got patrol diffs, mate. Cruiser diff wouldn't handle that.
Cruiser diff probably wouldn't have hit it.
What do you got there? Bush lettuce.
Brand new tough throwing gear, I reckon.
Brand spanker.
Everyone gets up on the rope for a bit.
Tree trunk protector.
protect these dead trees.
That's exactly right.
So Timmy's winch rope just snapped. Poor thing's had a hard life. How many times did you say it's already snapped?
Oh mate, the shocking rope. Yeah, carbon rope makes that.
Yeah.
I've snapped that rope like, heaps of times.
Heaps of times. So, boys are just packing some rocks for him.
And with a few rocks packed under Timmy's back wheel, no winch is required. Crossing back over onto the track does put you on a little bit of an off-camber angle, but I'm sure Timmy will make it work. And that's Timmy up. Time to go jump in the pub truck.
He looks like the real deal, eh? He's got the hat backwards.
He's got a really good seat. Like he's actually planted himself well, good stability.
One car up. I'm next.
With some assistance from bush lettuce, Uncle Jonno is attempting to move the new Timrock out of the road with his big strong arms. But they aren't quite strong enough. Now approaching the off-camber section, and I'm expecting the ute to really lean over here.
Just nice and easy. Yeah, a little bit of left. Now right. Keep a little bit more.
Probably doesn't look like much on camera, but that is not a very nice angle to be on in a car, especially when you're looking down a hill.
We're level.
And now I'm through that, I've just got to flex my way through the rock steps. That's it, the pub truck's up. Now it's time for the big D-Max. After watching me and Timmy go through, we had a feeling Jonno was going to do this in one drive.
Pumpkin. Oh, hilly. on the worst bit now.
Jonno is not mucking around. He has got places to be, and being stuck on that angle is not one of them. And with the big D-Max through, we can now continue on the rest of the track.
So we're all done on Green Range track. We're heading up another little track. This one's not too hard, just a little bit of fun. Give Timmy a bit of a look around. There's a bit of a lookout at the top. Real cool camp spot. Of course, Jonno's doing a bonus line. Good way to get at your park.
Yeah, well, you said park here, so I just didn't want to reverse.
Yeah. You need a rock under your wheel too.
Oh, probably do.
Cool little spot here.
I can see Tasmania from here.
Mate, what a lookout.
This is a cool little camp spot, eh?
Why didn't we camp here last time?
That was the plan, but we didn't camp. We went to the pub.
And the pub is where we're heading now, but we can't head there until we finish this track.
Wow.
We made it.
Still no KFC up here though.
So we were only just here the other day, and we come up the top to the tower to find the KFC, but there was none here.
Are we actually going to get dinner tonight though?
I don't think so. Pretty sure the pub's closed.
Oh.
So we tried to go wheeling.
And we didn't go wheeling.
And tried to go to the pub.
And now the pub's shut. So Timmy's just asked for a hammer to bend these little coil retainer tabs.
Fucking hell.
And I said I reckon Jonno could bend them with his bare hands.
Big Aussie boy.
I think we've found his limit.
Yeah.
He's only good for moving rocks on the track.
Yeah, nah.
It's because patrols are strong. If it was a cruiser, it'd be able to bend it.
Can't bend 6mm steel with my hands. That's the limit.
All right, I'll get the hammer. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't checked out Timmy's channel, I highly recommend checking it out. And if you want to subscribe, do that. If you don't want to, don't do that. And if you can be bothered, leave a comment. And yeah, Oh, thank the camera's finally off. That was. Yeah, now we can do something we really want to do. Like, yeah.
Go have play Xbox.
Yeah, I think I might. Yeah, go to the gym.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.